doing a little broadcast this evening. I'm playing with the tweaking on the pressure tuners. Right now I have the primary at 12 and the secondary at 15 psi. The exposure is at almost 10 milliseconds. Gamma is at 1.41. Contrast is at 200 max. Black level is at -54. Sharpness is at 25. I do not have the noise or 3D noise engaged. Hi, this is live from Pearl River, Louisiana, just about 40 miles from New Orleans. I had a little issue with the dome shutter system earlier. It would not close, and I had to get the manufacturer to help me to coax it shut. Hopefully I'll be able to coax it shut when I close up. I'm going to try zooming in. It's 150 zoom. There's a lot of nice detail today in the sun. Let's see what a negative or inverse view looks like. That's the inverse. We could try slightly higher power. Let's go to 175. Actually, this is looking pretty good this afternoon. Go to 200 zoom. There's 200. See if I mean stack 3. In between little atmospheric glitches, it's very nice. While you're looking, I'm going to be playing with the shutter system. We'll wait a bit for it. Should be broadcasting from inside the closet that has an air conditioner in it. Let me go back to the positive view. There's the positive view. Some very nice filaments on the surface. Nice sunspots. Pressure tuner just bumped pressure. I don't know which one is dropping pressure. That was the primary that just dropped. I'll back it out to full view. Let's see, maybe I have to increase the exposure another tenth of a millisecond. That's a tenth of a millisecond. 2/10. It's a little bit longer. That's 11, almost 12 milliseconds. Let me go zeros here. Okay, that's 11 milliseconds. That's 12. It's a pretty nice detail in that big filament. Let me zoom into 200. $400 may be too much. Let's see, there's 400. Actually, it doesn't look half bad. It's 400 times a 4x zoom. I'll go to the negative inverse. I think 4x is too much. Let me decrease it. That's 300. That was the secondary pressure tuner just tweaked up. Lunt says you can't see a difference in a 0.5 psi change in the ailerons. Maybe not visually, but you sure can see the difference with the camera. There's 200. Let me zoom in on that filament. It's not bad in the moments of good seeing. And what is the primary just tweaked again? Let me see what the if there's any proms. Okay. I'll push the exposure up to 300 milliseconds. That's 0.3 of a second. Gain is still set to minimum. That's 200 times zoom. Go back to the surface. A little thin cloud drifting across. Sun's looking pretty good. Let's see. I raise the pressure in the secondary pressure tuner by 0.5 psi. What did that do to that big filament? Let me try another 0.5 psi. No. Let me drop it back down to 15. Yeah, I think it's better at 15. That's about the rest right now, about 12 and 15. 12 primary, 15 secondary. Go back to inverse for a while. I was hoping we'd get a few more people looking, but hey, Will. Yeah, I'm just out in the dome sweating. Figured I'd do a little solar before the sun set behind a tree. I got to work on the shutter system. Today at about noon, I went to close the shutter. Oh, a bird right across. That was cool. That was at 1840 in my video. I'm going to have to grab some frames. But the shutter wouldn't close. I had to call up Explorer Dome and have them help me get it closed. And they were able to tell me how to hotwire the motor and get the shutter closed. And now I've got to figure out why did it refuse to close on its own. The sun's really looking nice today, though. I'm going to go back. I don't know if you saw the positive view. There's the positive. Some really nice filaments. There's not a whole lot of prominences today. I checked around the limb and there are some very, very small proms. Just little bumps sticking out. Sky Tools has given me a okay. I should sync on this side. It's further. Right.
Telescope synced.
I just synced the mount to the sun. Me too. We're going to gamble on Central Tennessee. I made a reservation at a KOA just north of Nashville. It's right in almost to the center line of the path, so I can sit right in front of my trailer and observe the eclipse from there, assuming that it's going to be clear. I think it's 2 minutes and 33 seconds from there. Yeah, we'll be driving, probably take 65 up to, 59 to Birmingham and north. If friends will be with us there. Just hope it'll be clear. I know the odds are not good at having clear skies in late August in Tennessee, but it's Millerville. It's called KOA North, but it's in Millerville, Tennessee. It's about 30 or so miles north of Nashville, heading up the interstate. It's right off of hit the number I-65 maybe. Yeah, it's a little bit south of the center line, but not enough to make a drastic change in exposure. I think it's, like I said, 2 minutes and 33 seconds, and the maximum eclipse right on the center line there is 2 minutes and 39 seconds. So you lose about 6 seconds. But if I can observe it from in front of our trailer, sitting in the campground, that'll be great. I have other members from our local astronomy club going a little bit further west in Missouri. I guess they're staying with friends right outside of the zone of totality. They'll just drive in during the daytime just for the eclipse and then drive back out. We'll be flexible enough if we have to drive east or west, we can do it. Me neither. Our astronomy club did the total eclipse down in Baja back in, I think it was 91, 7+ minutes. They flew to LA and took a cruise down to Mazatlan, and some of them decided to go on the boat because it was clouded on shore, and the ones that got on the boat actually saw the eclipse. The ones that were on land saw clouds. Captain was able to steer the ship into an opening. So it's good being mobile. I'm going to stop this.